What's going on, guys? We're Solar Ace or just here about the brand new video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys it's not going to be really a happy video, no story time or anything like that, but I'm just going to be telling you guys how to get over the passing of a family member or a loved one that you know, or someone just that you know in general. I've been through this twice in my life. In the summer of 2018, my grandpa passed away on July 25th, and then not even a month later, my brother's best friend, aka he's like my brother, he passed away in a car accident. So I'm going to tell you guys how I dealt with that and how to just get through a loved one passing away, because I'm not going to lie, it's really tough and it's not easy to get through. Most definitely not. Well, let's just start with number one. Keep yourself distracted. One thing that I noticed is keeping myself distracted from all of it was just the easiest thing I've done in my life. Hanging out with my friends, doing stuff like that, playing video games, all that stuff, that's an easy way to keep yourself distracted from thinking about it too much, because when you think about it, it's going to hurt you even more and you're going to start crying even more, which it's not very fun. But the next way I learned to deal with it was just coming to the realization that there's nothing that you can do, and that they're in a better place. Just knowing that they're in a better place might make you feel better. Just knowing, like, if it's your old grandpa or your grandma or someone like that, and they've been suffering for a while, just know that they aren't suffering anymore. It's a really easy way to just to let yourself know that he's in a better place and he's happier where he is, or where she is. A next way that I coped with it was just thinking about all the good times. I know that might sound like a terrible idea, knowing that I just told you guys keep yourself distracted from it, but just for the first few days, just go back and think about everything you guys have done together, and think of how lucky you were to have them in your life for so long before they passed away. It's a very good way to get everything out of you, because if you cry then, most likely you'll start to get over it faster, which I didn't do. But it's just a really easy way to, get over things quicker, is just to think about all the good times you had with them and everything, and how lucky you were to have them in your life for so long. It's a really easy way to just think on the bright side of things. Just think, oh, I'm just lucky to have them in my life for so long, because some people don't even get to have grandparents or parents or brothers or stuff like that, and it can be really hard for them knowing that they don't have that stuff. But if you have that stuff and they pass away, just know that you're lucky to even have them in your life. But the next way that I learned to cope with coming to the realization that they're not coming back is hanging out with my family. Family helps a lot. Just being near your family, your friends, your family, they help you so much. They're always there for you no matter what. Even if it seems like they're not, they always will be, especially in a rough time in your family's I don't really know how to word that, but just being with your family, hanging out with them, just knowing that they're there for you is just probably one of the best ways to deal with it. So that's a really easy way to deal with the death of someone. But another way, if you guys, when my grandfather passed away, I never really talked to him too much, and I was always kind of like the shy kid who never really wanted to put himself out here. But here, I know that sounds weird, because here I am out here making a YouTube video for 1,000 people to watch, but I never really talked to him, and that was probably one of the worst decisions of my life, because I didn't have too many good memories with him, because I never really went over there, never really hung out with him, I never really talked to him at all. But just knowing, just even like the small things, like going to dinner with them, hanging out with them in their house, watching football with them, watching basketball with them, playing something with them, it's a really easy way to just think back on those memories, or and stuff like that. But you always want to spend as much time as you can with your friends and family, and never take a moment for granted, because you don't know when the moment is going to be the last moment that you're going to see them. Because a lot of people think, oh, my family's going to live forever, nothing like that's going to happen to me. Well, you don't know that for a fact. Anything can happen at every second. Death is always looking over our shoulders, and we don't think anything of it. until someone dies. And another easy way that I learned to deal with it was being near my friends. My friends helped me so much during this hard, awful time in my life. Like, it was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me, but it was just knowing that my friends were there 24/7 to check up on me and make sure that I'm okay and make sure I'm feeling okay and not doing anything stupid like hurting myself or harming someone or harming myself. It's a really nice thing to have, that your friends are there to always be there for you, and those rough times like that. It's amazing to know that they're there for you. You know, I always had really good friends, but I never really knew how good of a friend they were until then. It felt amazing to just have them and know that they were there for me no matter what, and they wouldn't leave my side at all. So that is another easy way to just distract yourself from that, or just get over it really easily, is just talk to your friend or someone. And if you don't feel comfortable talking to them, talk to your sibling. If you don't feel comfortable talking to your parents about it. But another thing that I have to say is that shit, I forgot it. But just never take it for granted that they're in your life, because it's very rare that that'll happen. I know it seems like, oh, there's billions of people in the world. I mean, it can't be that rare. Well, I watched a video and it's a 1% chance that you would have been born in your grandparents and your parents. So it's a blessing to have all of them in your life, and just never take a moment for granted with them. And another thing that I notice is that the nighttime is the absolute hardest time to get through it, because you're by yourself and it's dark and you're trying to go to sleep and you're thinking. It is easily the hardest thing to try to go to sleep knowing that someone has died and your family or your friend. Sleeping was the hardest part for me, because I was up constantly thinking about it, because I had nothing else to do besides I wanted to go to sleep. Because you're all alone and it's dark, you're thinking about it. It's a really hard thing to keep out of your mind during that time. And I don't really have a tip for that, because I didn't even get through that myself. But I'm sorry for the short videos lately. I've been trying to study for my exams, but I promise you, after next week, the videos are going to be 10-20 minutes long. Yeah, thank you all for watching the video. It's been your boy Versace, or Justin. Peace out. I'm sorry, Solar A's. Peace out.